time. My computer can be a little slow sometimes. Oh, Jesus, really slow.
Santos to your PC, sir.
Okay, so it's going. Okay. 2 minute warning, we're back, y'all. Another week, another good show for you guys. Look like I'm having a little clamor difficulties if anything. But anyways, we got Tim back, we got Santos back, and we got Josh back, our boy, returning again to do a wonderful show for us in 2 minute warning fury. Yo, Tim, Santos,
Grazie,
Josh.
grazie.
Yeah, I'm here with two Giant fans again. What a welcome. Now, but what's going on? We're going to start off with the first quarter. Brett Favre thinks that he still can play. Okay. Now, he's about what? About 42, 43 years old, I believe. If I had to say he come back to have a fairly good season, not trying to win the Super Bowl, maybe a playoff game, just maybe one playoff game, I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans need a quarterback. They have nobody on the roster. He has Arian Foster who can run the ball. He has Hopkins, okay? You have a defense potentially could be a top 5, top 7 in this league. So if Brett Favre could come in and have a manageable season, I think the Houston Texans would be a good team for him.
Texas, that's not bad. My thought is, if we're talking Brett Favre, the dude is 45. I mean, one good lick on him and he's down, with a collarbone injury. So let's give him a good offensive line. Let's say who has quarterback issues with a great O-line? Cleveland Browns. I think that's a good fit. He's got some decent, outs there. Nothing great in terms of receivers, as Gordon had his issues. What's up with they still have Jordan Cameron, correct? Tight end?
Yeah, no, he went to Miami Dolphins.
He did, didn't he? So yeah, who are they? It's not Hausler, is it?
I
I
think
don't
he
even know
has
who they have anymore. But honestly, I need Favre can make weapons out of what he has, so he doesn't need huge names. He needs protection at this point if he thinks he can still play in the league. But I just wanted to reiterate because I read his quote earlier. He said, "I think I could play." As far as throwing, of course, we're not trying to start. He's coming out of a retirement deal. Do I think I could play and lead a team? Look, no, but I could play. And I think he's saying he can't do the full ins and outs of everything in the NFL today. The amount of time it takes for practices, OTAs, mini camps, games, everything, film study. But yeah, he could go out there on the gridiron and throw a slant or a deep route pass still. Absolutely.
My take on this whole thing is, you're 45 years old. You're definitely he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Now, what happens if he comes back and he just looks terrible? Like, why leave that lasting image of, here comes a guy to not let go, and he came back and he looked like a fool. Like, why do that to him? But if he was really serious, if there was a team that can use a quarterback that I think has some decent weapons, and their offensive line is good, and they have defense, whatever, I see the Jets because they have receivers. They have Decker, they have Brandon Marshall, they have the tight end Amaro, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Jason. I think it's him, but and that defense is good. They just need a quarterback. I mean, why not a second step? My main.
Well, I'll tell you this, Santos.
He's 45.
I'll tell you this, Santos. I like your Jets pick. I like your Jets, and I like the Cleveland Browns pick because you're right. You need protection, and also with the Jets though, they do have good receivers. They have a good defense. The only thing with Brett Favre is that he can't carry his cell phone with him in his locker. We don't want a part two of texting and grocery shopping and stuff like that going on in the locker room. We don't want none of that stuff. That's the only thing Brett Favre can bring back to the Jets. But I do like you guys your guy picks. And listen, if he comes back, he's not gonna want to go to the training camp. He is 45 years old. You have to preserve him from that. Take a little ease. Film study, staying up late nights, studying your opposing team's defense and what they like to do and stuff like that. So yeah, mentally mentally it'll drain him, and physically if you go put him to training camp. But like Josh said, and I agree, if you put him in there, don't slant patterns, let the running back run that football. You know, sometimes you have to do a little bit more. I think he can manage. Let me ask you guys this: what other former players do you think can come back in this league and play, no matter what position?
Damn, that's a good, really good question. The only one that
Can I give you guys one?
I mean, the only one that really talks about coming back is between Brett Favre. It's Herschel Walker, and I mean, he is the one that stayed in the most shape that I've seen publicly because he's into MMA and all that. But that's a good. I'm gonna have to sit and think about that for a second.
I could think of someone right off the back of my head. I could say Deion Sanders. This guy always stays. He's still in good shape, and I think he's still playing. You know, Deion was a lockdown, shut him down. I think Deion could still do something.
I don't know, Santos. He got 9 toes, man. He got 9 toes, man. He got 9 toes.
You know what? He's not too far retired, but I think Tony Gonzalez could come back and still play real effectively.
Yes. I think he's the best. Man, I'll give you guys one. T.O. T.O. can come back. He's in great shape. I think T.O. was pushed out the league because of his issues. He's in great shape. They showed a picture of him on Twitter, him working out. And if you put him in a position where he's like a number 2, number 3 receiver, listen, I think he can make a team that much better. You also got Chad Johnson. You know, his last stint was the Miami Dolphins. You know, I think he could come back.
Oh yeah, he's still playing soccer with a lot of clubs out there too. I see Chad, updating his Instagram. He's really into that soccer club crap.
You know, so you have some another one, Michael Strahan for your team, the New York Giants. Yes, him. The white gap tooth. I think Michael Strahan still could play. He's in great shape. It's like a lot of these guys. They don't know when to call it quits. It's like you need a break. You say you retired, but all reality is like, you know what? I just needed a break. If I had a chance, if they gave me a 1-year contract to come back to the NFL, I guarantee you they'll do all over again for anything. Just to hear the crowd. I remember with Deion Sanders when he came back to the Baltimore Ravens, and I believe it was Chris McAllister who had number 21. He wouldn't give Deion his number, so Deion took number 37. I believe Deion Sanders had an interception return for a touchdown his first game and had the prime time down. I wish we had some video to show everybody, but I tell you that to me that was one of the greatest highlights that I love of his career because he came back as a Raven and he took it to the house. So.
I've always been a Deion five-time fan.
Let me ask you this: out of any TV analysts between NFL Network, ESPN, NFL Live, NFL Insider, we have a lot of former players. Who's a guy that can make an impact if he came back? Not lead the league in something, but let the league know that he's there.
Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis comes to mind instantly. He's got the leadership presence. He beat a damn good motivator in the locker room. So, and that's what you need. He was a really good talker. See, Ray Rice, come on, man. If Ray Lewis was there, he would have sat Ray Rice down, and it would have been settled. Losing Ray Rice hurts. I mean, losing Ray Lewis hurts him. Because when he left, that's when he noticed some of the stuff going down. I say Ray Lewis, definitely.
I think David Deal comes to mind, just because my team is always on my mind, and we could use some offensive line help a little bit here. So he is freshly retired, but still, the depth would come in handy, and he would definitely be known that he might be back in the starting 5 for the Giants. So he could be of use out of a lot of the ex-former pro players that are now analysts. And even if you think Strahan could still play, he could be another one because we need D-end help.
Well,
so
Well, who's that? Oh, Strahan? Yeah, Strahan I think definitely can play. I'll give you a guy right now. I would love for him to score a touchdown on Philadelphia. You know, I never loved the way he went out. My man Michael Irvin, the playmaker, who I still think is better than Jerry Rice. I'm going to be on point and say that. I know none of y'all going to agree with me with that, but I would love Michael Irvin. He was the first physical receiver that bullied corners. He beat Deion Sanders in the outside. He beat Rod Woodson. He beat everybody that lined up in front of him. I mean, the only one that pretty much gave him a problem a little bit was Neas Williams. But I would love to see Michael Irvin come in this league and just score a touchdown, especially on the Eagles, especially on them. But you know, it's a lot of great players out there that I wish they could really come back and do just do it one more time.
I'm surprised you didn't say Troy Aikman.
Oh God.
Nah, reason why I can't say Troy Aikman because for some reason, wherever Troy Aikman goes, there's Joe Buck. I don't know. So, and you know, Aikman had what?
He got the #1 leading rusher and the #1 defense right now.
Wait a minute, hold on. What does that mean, Josh? What are you saying there?
Oh, I'm saying that's when Troy Aikman was good. You know, 92 to 94, 94.
Wait a minute. So are you saying that?
Actually, I'm going to get to that next quarter because Troy actually comes up in my little example here. So can't wait till second quarter. It's going to be good.
All right, so you know what? So we ain't gonna spoil it then. But listen, Troy Aikman's a Hall of Famer now. I mean, he had help.
No, absolutely, and you're gonna see my comparison.
Well, you know,
right.
I guess we're going to end this quarter, and we'll catch you guys in the second quarter. We out.
Yep.